in the game.
Yeah. One up and up, it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, tried to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Broncos Stadium at Mile High. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with Marcus Mariota and the Tennessee Titans. This fielded at the 2. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 20-yard line.
A first down throw for Mariota. They'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith.
Here we go.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
A gain of 6 there on first.
6-yard pickup.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now a first-time 1,000-yard rusher from a season ago, it's Derrick Henry. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 47. This is Henry. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Check Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Alpha. Check pass. Hey, check Mike 21. Check Mike 21. That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Throwing is Mariota. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Mariota. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at about the 32. Now the young man was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie. It's Phillip Lindsay. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 31-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Lock to throw on 2nd down. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. It's early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the Grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Second-year punter Colby Wadman out there now for the Broncos. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
We ain't giving them nothing to do. 43 is the mark.
Off play action to Henry. Here's Mariota. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Von Miller, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Here we go. 34's the mark. 34's the mark. He's coming. Check in. Check
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
Here's Brett Kern now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
Let's go.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Watch the twist, watch the twist. Slam, slam, slam. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Shoot.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Well, we talked about Phillip Lindsay so much last year, but it bears repeating. Undrafted in 2018. The Broncos would sign him in May, and that was a good decision. He would have a 1,000-yard season, 9 touchdowns en route to a Pro Bowl appearance. So from undrafted to playing in the Pro Bowl in 10 months, that's pretty clean living for Phillip Lindsay. From the 45 on 2nd down, Locke. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And an alley to run. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
Mike, check, 59.
Mariota on first down. He'll take a shot for Davis to the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline. And now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
At the 10-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. 16 yards, a first down. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it 2nd down and 11. So the loss of a yard, and now 2nd and 11 from the 24-yard line.
Check it back. General West. 5.
Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Got him in. He finds Sanders. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Clock now on first down. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Jurrell Casey has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
132 fighter.
To try again after the sack. Lock, throw left side. It's reeled in by Hamilton. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Ready up. 55, Mike, 55. Hey, eat. Watch the curl. Ready.
On 3rd and long, it's Lock. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Mariota to throw it. This one caught by Davis. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Let's go, hey. Go, Mike 34. Come to my work.
On 3rd down, Mariota. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Bradley Chubb in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Here's Brett Kern now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll begin with much more advantageous starting field position than they did on their last drive as they come up here 1st and 10.
Check 25, check 25. X3, 218, chopper. Let's go.
On 1st down, Locke. He'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Courtland Sutton, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. The game had been pretty uneventful offensively until that big strike.
No doubt about it. Almost felt like they were just going back and forth a little bit in the first quarter. But in the second quarter, things ramped up a little bit. Things jumped up. And you're exactly right. Going to make a highlight film or two. We'll be watching that one later on today.
McManus's point after is good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a 1st down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
One. Hey, check Mike 21, check Mike 21. You can't block me.
Mariota now. Oh, he got possession on him, and he pulls it in. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
A gain of 22 yards.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Now Mariota, he's going to air one out. It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. A big play that time for the Titans. 42 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Mariota toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
the run. Watch the run.
Mariota again. The quick slant caught. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Check, 47. Oh, yeah. Here we go again. Mike.
To the air again. Mariota to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Another shot from the one on 2nd and goal.
I'm going to come back to you.
Again, it's Mariota. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. Throw left side complete. That's Lindsey. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. On first down, it's Lindsey. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Ready. 50, plant. Check the out. Get it.
Now on 2nd and 13. Lock. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Jurrell Casey in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
Let's go, let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
We got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
To throw, Mariota. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. So don't say nothing.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. And that's complete to Lewis. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
And the Titans 1st down.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
4 down, check, 4 down. Motion, watch.
They'll run here with Lindsey. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
It's 3rd and 10.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Screen pass to Lindsey. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a third down stop by them.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
At their own 31-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. A 2nd down run with Lewis. Lewis has the first down and then some. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Pardon, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Let's go, hey. Well, Mike 34, Mike 34.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very solid gain of 27. From the red zone now, Mariota. That's complete, middle of the field to Humphries. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 12 more yards there and another first down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
Check. 59, Mike to 59. And what's the ball?
To throw is Mariota. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
Let him know.
On 1st down, right back to Lindsey. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. On the counter, Lindsey. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
On the ready. Watching you five. Here we go, D. It's just me and you.
Sutton reeling it in on the left side. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. The Broncos send out their punter now. He's been terrific so far. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got it complete. Derrick Henry. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Here we go.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Henry. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Defense, keep it up, guys.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mariota. That's brought in by Davis over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
And the Titans first down.
Mariota now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Throwing is Mariota. They will find Davis. That's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. Mariota going to bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. From the gun, Mariota. And this is caught at the 8. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays. Mariota. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete. Now 2nd and goal from the 7-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today. He's crossing. He's checking cross.
On 2nd and goal, Mariota. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on 3rd and goal.
Hey, check Mike 34. Mike 34. Hey, let's get in them holes.
Mariota. And that is caught. Walker. Touchdown Titans. Delaney Walker. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans have taken the lead. Extra point put through by Succop. And the lead is now 10-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line.
At their own 37-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Let's go.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. A big spot now for the rookie Locke. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now Locke. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They begin with Henry. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love. And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Clock will try again on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing his lock on 3rd down. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the 1st down. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down, and he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a 1st down.
Broke the 1 tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. You talk about a big kick under pressure in the 4th quarter. I mean, that wasn't like a 33-yarder. That was long distance.
Not only does it show the faith that they have in him, but also remember, if they'd missed that one, they're giving up the ball near midfield, so they had to be very confident that he was going to put that one through the post.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
First down, Mariota. And Walker with it over the middle. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
It's a gain of 7.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Mariota now. It's caught. Humphreys. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21.
Mariota on 1st down. Ball going deep here for Taylor. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Mariota again. They set up the screen for Henry. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down.
It's now fourth down.
Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Tennessee.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. Oh, now Lindsey lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. To throw on 2nd and 6. Lock. That's caught over the middle by Fant. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Fant, the first-round pick out of Iowa, taken 20th overall. Second tight end taken in the draft. Amazingly, the second Iowa tight end taken in the draft is teammate T.J. Hockenson. 8th overall, he was selected by the Lions. But Noah Fant really wowed everyone in Indianapolis at the Combine and now trying to parlay that into an impressive NFL career. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Lock again here on 2nd and 10. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Sutton. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Lock going to try and throw on 3rd down. Left side here to Sanders. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning If he takes care of the ball and his offense, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
They're enjoying a fourth quarter advantage. A pretty good-looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy. Got it.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he'll get it down here to the 43. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
They'll run on first down. Lindsey. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Back to throw. Lock. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Broncos on third down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. On third down, it's Lindsey. And he's stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that's going to up the lead to 15-10. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do?
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a... Huge play at this point in the game.
Miller. A loss of 9 on the sack. It's 2nd down.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. He's back to throw. His throw incomplete. One of his main targets, Delaney Walker, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for him.
And this is where they have to be careful, because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. In the face.
Mariota to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And down by 5. They've got to go for it here on 4th down. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for Denver, it's a much-needed victory as it gets them back to 2-4 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Titans, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.